All right, we back to back with it. We're gonna try to get all of these done and out the way, back to back to back. Move on from Houston Texans to the Indianapolis Colts. They did my boy Carl Wentz dirty, but it's okay. Damn, that hurts. They did Carl dirty, but it's whatever at this point. Gonna talk about the departures. So they lost a lot of their team. A good portion of these dudes left. Yeah, Rocky Sin, Badgley, TJ Carey, Xavier Rhodes, Muhammad. Al Quaden. I don't want to butcher that. I'm sorry. Chris Reed, Glowinski, Eric Fisher, Pascal Doyle. Doyle retired. That's different. Pascal, T.Y. Hilton, Marlon Mack, Carl Wentz. We call him Carl. They gone. They wasn't using Marlon Mack. They conceded to Jonathan Taylor, so that makes sense. That one makes sense. But they didn't trade him. They just let him walk. So they could have got some assets for him. So we talk about the acquisitions that they brought in. Hold on. Let me. Indianapolis. He got health issues. Second in Russia. Okay, there we go. That'll be ready. They'll pull up the draft picks as well. So they brought in Foles. They traded for Matt Ryan. It's for a third round pick. So the Falcons didn't give a fuck about Matt Ryan. Philip Lindsay, he's coming in. Mo Alley Dix, 318. That's good for him. Dennis Kelly going in. Matt Pryor. Where did he come from? I knew I recognized that name. I just knew it. So the Eagles and the Colts is just switching players pretty much. Taquan Lewis, Yannick Ngakoue from. He was in Vegas. That's right. I remember him being in Baltimore. He was in Vegas. Their biggest acquisition, second biggest, Stephon Gilmore. His contract ran out. So there was rumors about him going literally everywhere in the league, including Philadelphia. And somebody was making a tweet about how his wife had followed somebody else, Eagles football player's wife. I was like, I don't care. Is he coming to the Eagles or not? I don't care about wives following each other on Instagram. I don't care. Rodney McLeod, another Eagles player. So yeah, the Colts don't have a lot of moves going to them. They have a lot of people going out. They have way more going out than coming in. Yeah, I'm shocked they didn't bring back Xavier Rhodes. Let's look at the stats. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm shocked they're not bringing him back. But oh well, that's on them. So let's talk about the season for them, because they was, I know that running the ball was their specialty, and everybody likes to blame Carson Wentz for that last game, but it wasn't Carson Wentz's fault. Everybody played like garbage. Like literally everybody played like garbage in the last game. If we was to do a breakdown, he didn't play bad all season. He only had 27-7. Yeah, 27-7. Tied for the third fewest interceptions in the league, and that was his biggest problem. Now he did have a lot of missed throws, with 9th in QBR in the league. He did have some missed throws. But I've said this plenty of times. Coaches have to stop putting him in situations where he has to make decisions. They'll have to stop doing that. And it's crazy to think, he's an NFL player. He has to make decisions. Stop that. He shouldn't have to make a decision. He should have one read that he should hit every time. And coaches keep forcing him to throw in the tight windows, and while he can, I love him to death. He's inconsistent. I love him to death. I think Carson Wentz is a good guy. One of my Eagles legend. But coaches keep putting him in decisions where he got to make difficult reads, and that's just not in his system. He is a gunslinging quarterback. Give him one read that he can make every time, And if it ain't there, give him the check down. Well, he ain't gonna throw the check down anyway. So they need to keep everything in front of him. Like, having dudes run these deep routes all the time just don't work. So, like, have everything in front of him. I've never understood why coaches never figured that out. I've never been able to figure that out. They was second in the league in rushing. So it's very rare. I'm gonna take back. I ain't even gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that. That's gonna be a horrible statement right there. So I mean, they should have won this one, but got robbed. Not robbed. Lamar Jackson is that dude. They beat Miami. That was a good win for them. Turned around and lost that one. They should have won that one, but they was playing with third and fourth string DBs out there. Got the dub versus Houston. Got the dub versus the 49ers somehow in the rain. They lost to Tennessee again. That was a bad Carson Wentz game. I will say that one. That one was a bad game because he had 2 interceptions. One of them was a pick six, and then another one was in overtime. And instead of running the football, they was throwing the ball. I think it's funny that people will say, well, you can't run the football every play. Like, yo, you can. You just have to be creative with it. People aren't creative with their runs. Generic runs up the middle don't work. Toss plays, sweep, something. Like, that's the Colts ran into that problem where they offensive play calling was just so basic and bare bones. And then people will fault Carson Wentz for that. And that's more so Frank Wright. Like the play where Aaron Donald blew it up. Hold on. Let's do Rams versus Colts. Let's look at. I'm gonna show you this play because people blame Carson Wentz for this one. This is specifically what I'm talking about. Oh, we gonna watch that later. Hold on, we coming back to that one. I need that later. We need that later. This game specifically. Yeah. Yeah, he's not playing bad. He did roll both his ankles. I don't know how you do that. Pat McAfee was talking about how he, rolled both his ankles. So they was driving. I remember this. They was driving. So the play calling down here in the red zone was garbage. One of the best defenses in the league. Okay, you get first and goal. Let's watch this whole sequence. Okay. Second and goal. They didn't even show the first play. Blown up. Next play. Blown up. Whose fault is this? A play action on fourth and goal from the 1. So hold on. There's one more play specifically. That wasn't what I was looking for. That helped me out. Oh, here we go. The greatest defensive player of all time making his impact right here. Blowing the play up. This is the shoddy play call I'm talking about. They ain't even gonna show it. Okay, whatever. They didn't even show it. But, it's shoddy play calling. A little bit of Carson Wentz being a dud sometimes, but it is what it is. They should have beat the Tampa Bays, but there's only so much you can do. They blew the doors off Buffalo. That one was a surprise right there. No one was expecting that. Beat Jacksonville the first time. That game was ugly. I remember that one. The Thursday night game where Josh Johnson actually came in and did the damn thing. This Saturday game was the weirdest thing ever because he only threw the ball like 12 times in that game. Something crazy like that. So, yeah, that last game, everybody played bad. Yeah, Indianapolis Colts got clowned in Jacksonville. I keep hearing like they haven't beaten Jacksonville in a while. So, let's look at the full team stats. 53 plays, 233 total yards. That's garbage. 17 and 29 passing. 94 total rush yards. 1 for 3 in the red zone. That's horrible. Penalties, 2 turnovers, a fumble, and interception. So, I'm pretty sure Carl got sacked. Will you shut your mouth? Shut your mouth. Yeah, Carl got sacked 6 times. So they haven't won in Jacksonville in a long time. And then on top of that, the receiving core was meh. Outside of Michael Pittman, T.Y. is kind of more so a shell of himself. I love T.Y. He's a great guy. I think he's more so a shell of himself at this point. And then that's it. Like there aren't any much more receiving options. So, I think that'll still be a Colts problem right there. They didn't bring anybody in to address the wide receiver situation. They lost more receivers than they brought in. They lost 2. So, let's look at their roster now, and then we'll do draft picks, and we'll wrap this one up. Yeah, Michael Pittman. And that's it. That's it. They still have the issue with wide receivers. Had arguably the worst wide receiving core. One of the worst wide receiving cores last year. And they didn't address it. Meet the draft class. Oh, Alec Pierce. There they go. But I don't think he was their first pick. Okay, yes, he was. He was their first pick. Then they went tight end. So they only brought in 1 receiver. Because I don't know if they're going to bring back T.Y. Hilton. Andrew Ogletree. I said Alec. That's it. Jelani Wood. I like Jelani Woods. I like the tight end group this year. I'm not going to hold you. But they didn't really go all in on fixing that. So these 3 dudes, Frank Richte need to work on his play calling. Chris Ballard is the GM. Y'all funny. I don't know. They in a weird spot. I don't think they're going to be winning anything anytime soon. So, until they figure out the quarterback situation. They keep flipping quarterbacks. Ever since Andrew Luck left, they keep flipping quarterbacks. Once they find one quarterback and address the receiver situation, they'll be fine. But until then, they're going to continue to suck. Not suck. Be in the middle of the pack. That's kind of where they've been ever since Andrew Luck left. So, you didn't address the wide receiver and offensive line when Andrew Luck was here. And now y'all only addressing the offensive line. And Andrew Luck's not here. So maybe if y'all would have taken care of Andrew Luck, we wouldn't be in the situation. But I want to say that's it. I'm sick and tired of talking about the Colts. I don't want to talk about the Colts no more. Next is the Jacksonville. So this one should be interesting. This one will be interesting. But I want to say thank you for watching. I love you. Bye.